Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Johnny K, coming back with another product review. In our last video, we did the Wise brake kit for my 2017 Tundra. In that video, we had so much footage with the wheels, and we just decided that it was a good idea to just kind of carry on and get the wheels all done and out of the way. So here we are. We are on the Pro Comp website, and we are going over the 32 series Bandidos, 18-inch by 9-inch, with the bolt pattern of 5 on 150. They are in the these wheels, are in the flat black finish. This bolt pattern, I believe, is the same for Toyota Tundras from 2007 all the way up to 2021, if I am not mistaken. Not a whole lot of features to go over here that aren't already listed basically in the item title. Your main feature here is your offset. These particular wheels, the offset is 0. To keep this as simple as possible, for those who aren't aware of what offset is on a wheel, that just simply means that the mounting surface, so the areas where the lug nuts are going to mount onto the wheel, is virtually in the middle of the width here. So by 9 inches, it's 9 inches from this lip here to this lip here, and then you split that in the middle, which is going to be somewhere around here, and then that is virtually where the mounting surface is on the wheels. So in comparison to the factory wheels for the Toyota Tundras, you can see the mounting surface is heavily on the outside of the vehicle, hence the term offset, because the mounting surface is offset from the center of the wheel. 60 millimeter offset for the factory wheels, which means, again, the mounting surface is pushed towards the outside of the wheel, which causes the wheel to actually get installed more towards the inside of the vehicle as opposed to more of the outside. Okay? So, if you're staying with the factory look, if you're not going to lift your truck, if you're not going to lift your Tundra, and if you have no desire to upgrade wheels and you just want like a more aggressive tire, then the factory look is going to be just fine for you. Okay? As long as you don't make any type of modifications to your suspension that involves it being raised at all or lifted, then I think the factory look of the Tundra, you're going to be just fine. However, if you do any type of change in height to any extent on your Tundra, please consider swapping out the wheels for something that has a 0 offset, or an offset that gives you at least some type of poke, because on the Tundras, when you lift them and if you try to keep the factory wheels on them, it just looks absolutely hideous. Okay, that's what I wanted to avoid. I think we could all agree that with my lift and the way that I have my truck set up, if I were to stay with the factory wheels, it would just look absolutely awful. So I'm glad that I decided to go this route, because the 0 offset on these Bandidos, once again, seem to work out just perfectly for my particular install. Okay, so I don't know if we went over the price point yet, but we'll just do that again real quick. $225 per wheel. That's about what you would expect for an aftermarket alloy wheel. We don't need to go through product descriptions. We don't really need to do warranty. We can just kind of go over the experiences that I've had with these, and my experience has been good. I mean, they're wheels, so it's not like there's a whole lot of issues that can go wrong with them. I guess the biggest concern that I have with these is you just can't keep them clean. That's what it comes down to. No matter how hard I try, no matter what type of products that I use, these things just simply do not want to stay clean. That could be the finish. It could be that I live in the high desert and it's just constantly dirty out here. That can be contributed to a bunch of things. Okay, I mean, the the color black is difficult to keep clean anyways. Obviously the addition of brake dust and that type of thing, that doesn't help the situation either. So I mean, it's just it kind of is what it is. And to be perfectly honest, the look that I'm going for in my truck, and I know that I've said this before, to give it kind of a, you know, some, I don't want to say luxury, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but like that post-apocalyptic type feel, but also have a little bit of, I guess, a tad bit of luxury. So like I like my emblems, like I like my Toyota emblems, like my limited emblem it's on the cab, and you know, I like my Tundra emblems on the side of the door, and then, you know, obviously the apocalyptic feel. So, you know, going flat black, you know, I think the my chase rack and my fender flares and my grill guard, you know, it kind of all gives that feel. And there's like, you know, there's a balance. I guess that's what I'm looking for, is there's a balance with my truck. So that's what I was going for. And I feel like these wheels, whether they're clean or whether they're dirty, they kind of they give me that balance. Okay. So do I regret buying them after 2 years? I mean, of course there are wheels out there that I would prefer to have, but that doesn't mean I regret buying these, right? I mean, there's always going to be something that comes up that I may want a little bit more, but at the end of the day, perfectly happy with these. Okay. So I think at this point, you know, I didn't blow up pictures really, because there really aren't any to blow up. I think we can get on to part 2, and we can go out to the truck and take a look at these again. I know that part 2 of the brake video probably already resolved that, but you know, I want to give these wheels their own part 2, dang it. So I'm going to do it. So, all right, everyone, just bear with me for a minute, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with part 2 of our review of the Pro Comp Bandidos 18x9s. Okay, so I just realized that it would be really, really cool if I had the ability to do like a true before and after, but I no longer have the factory wheels and tires, so we're gonna have to just kind of use our imaginations a little bit. But you all can just kind of Google the factory look of these Tundras, and you'll get it. So if we see here, with my fender flares and with that offset, looks pretty good. All right, now it's not perfect by any means, like it's not perfectly flush, but it is close, and it's close enough for me to be happy. Okay, definitely. So I'll get a close up of the front passenger, close up of the rear passenger. All right, now let's go to the driver's side. There we go. So while we're here, so the front staring down, you can see the orientation there. So it looks good. Once again, I'm happy with it. Can't really complain a whole lot. There's a view of my front driver's side. And then driver's side rear. Okay. And then what we'll do is I'll just show you this, and I leave this in my truck at all times. My little deal here. This is your lug key. That's how you get those lug nuts off. Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to go over here. It's a pretty it's a pretty simple episode here, simple review. Again, these plastic center caps, I've had no issues with them. Now, to be fair, I don't actually take a microscope to them, but you know, based on what I've seen, there hasn't been any issues. But if one cracks, I'll just reference that part number and I'm sure I can get a replacement. So definitely going to go for bigger tires. So, all right. Simple enough, ladies and gentlemen. I think so. Cool. All right. So I think that's going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So I just want to close by saying thank you all so much for tuning in. I think these views are, or not these views, these videos have been working out pretty well. You know, my expectations aren't, you know, that this channel is going to go through the roof, but based on what I've seen, I can't really complain. You know, the views are definitely going up, and I have to thank everyone who's contributing. Definitely a lot more to come for sure. Eventually I will get to that point where I just run out of things to review on this truck, and then if and when that happens, I will address it. But you know, for now, we're still moving forward. Excuse me. Again, I utilize Buy Me a Coffee, so if anyone wants to contribute through Buy Me a Coffee, that link will be in the description of this video, and it'll be in the About section of this channel. I also have my Etsy shop, johnnybyadam.etsy.com. I'm also utilizing and trying to get my NFL channel up and going, Johnny K Pigskin. You know, that one's coming along slowly but surely, but if you're into NFL football, and if you're interested in something that's really just chill and laid back, that's exactly how I take that. So go ahead and give that a look, and all that does is just help me out. So views are good, thumbs up are good, and then obviously comments and subscribers are good as well. So again, everybody, thank you very much, and this is Johnny K signing off for now, and we will see y'all next time.